Good morning and welcome to Herb Oracle Podcast, botanical divination with herbs, essences, flowers, and trees with your host, Herbal Myrrh. Let's start the day off pulling some oracle cards and getting a few messages. We can shoot the shiitake in a spiritual way-ish. And if you follow me on Instagram, I'll post a pic of the cards at Herb Oracle. Thanks so much for joining me. Here we go. I think I am really looking forward to hanging out with the trees today. So many times in our Thursday podcast with the tree guides, we envision a sacred grove around us, like just go into your sacred grove. The trees really want us to have that in our real life, but if we don't have that in our real life or we can't get to it, we kind of envision ourselves being surrounded by trees in a clearing and just let them tune us and be with us and hold us and hey, good morning. Last night at ladies' night, we were sitting around, and I don't know how the conversation got on how some people dress like floozies, like really provocative clothing. And I mean, I think I can remember the conversation, but I don't want to reiterate it all. Anyways, my one friend started talking about it. She's like, and what's up with those shirts and that go the whole way like a V down into the stomach almost, like really super V cut. And I said, oh my goodness, I have a dress like that. And, my cousin gave it to me. I've never worn it anywhere, but it is a fantastic dress. And the fabric, I think what I love so much about it is it has ferns on it. And it's really like sheer, and it's a fantastic fucking dress. And yeah, it V's down to the point where you're like, whoa. And I said, oh my gosh, I have a dress just like that. And she's like, and where would you even wear that to? And I looked straight at her and I said, to the forest. Obviously, that is the most appropriate place to wear a fern V-neck dress, to the forest, to my sacred grove. I would wear that for the trees, absolutely. So, so we're gonna hang out with the trees and real quick and hang out, and then I might drive into town and go to the state police and have a complaint filed against my sister. So anyways, it's going to be a great day, and I might actually need to come home and put on a dress and go into the forest for my sake of sanity. Okay, what deck are we missing? Oh, the soul trees. I'm like, we're missing a deck, y'all. I didn't even get the decks out. I read the Dan Scran from my YouTube, and the Arcturians were talking about how they meet with us in our when we're sleeping. They're meeting with us in the astral planes, and we unload on them and we tell them all our problems. And I literally felt that's probably what I did last night, because I never stopped thinking about my little bit of drama that's found my life this week, because I thought it'd just be like a one-time thing, but now I've been like harassed through text messages for 2 days, and it's like, at what point do you put precautionary things into place, right? If people are freaking out of their minds and on drugs, and they have access to guns, like at what point do you ask for help? So anyways, but before I do all that, I'm like, well, I am not skipping out on the trees. I don't care who's going batshit crazy. I'm still gonna hang out with the trees first, So anyways, blessings to everyone, even the people that would want to do us bad. Even the people that we are not connected to. We have to love everyone, including our enemies. Right? Right? But it's like, what a love challenge, what a peace challenge, what a challenge, like, what do I do? What's the right thing to do? And, since I expressed all of this drama to my ex-husband, who's, the father of two of my children, now he's like, yeah, for the sake of everybody's well-being, you have to at least have it recorded or, documented. And I think he's probably right. I just hate to get involved or hate to do stuff like this. But it was like, didn't go looking for it. She brought the ball into my court. And, what kind of, aunt would I be if I knew something was going on over there and I just sat back and did nothing? I don't know. But it really boils down to no crazies need to be showing up here, And if she did show up, I should probably have it documented that she's been harassing me. So anyways, that's what I'm doing today. And then I'm going to go to Aldi's and get some eggs. I guess, and put some gas in the car and come home. But anyways, first, let's get a tree angel. Because I know if I would not do this now, we wouldn't get to hang out with the trees today. And I just love these tree angel cards that Fred Haganator did. And I love the messages from the trees. So let's get a tree angel, and we'll see if we can just get a little message for me. It's almost 10. I thought I woke up so early. I did not. It just feels early because of the weather, but it's not early. And it's going to get up to 77 degrees today in October. So let's get a tree angel on this beautiful, gorgeous day. Whoa, I didn't know this one was in the deck. It's Myrrh. Oh my gosh, it's Myrrh. I've been waiting so patiently for my local little shop to order me my myrrh oil. I wonder if it's in. If it is, I'll pick it up tomorrow. My goodness. As I drive in that other direction. So we're looking at Myrrh, and I think it's more of a dude. It's more of a dude, but he's wearing a white sheer robe, and his hands. Okay, if you put your hands in front of you, it's almost like the whatever emoji. I don't know, with the palms up. I don't know, but more in front of you. So maybe if you were energetically lifting up some energy, but it seems like one of his palms has a blossom on it, and then the other one has light that kind of zigzags up through the middle of the myrrh tree. And it's number 35. All right. Myrrh, what's up? What a nice surprise. Okay, 35, Myrrh. Myrrh says to us, the Oracle of Myrrh says, be aroused, devoted heart, and send a prayer. It is time to give thanks and send blessings to all of creation. Love rises higher than devotional smoke and wraps the entire earth as wide as the heart. So be aroused, devoted heart. Higher heart, awaken and send a prayer. Yeah, a prayer of thanks. It's time to give thanks and send blessings to all of creations. Send blessings to all of creations. Even as my sister is cursing me and sending negativity and ill will towards me, I have to still send her blessings. Love rises higher than devotional smoke. You think your devotional smoke goes high. The love that you send goes even higher and wraps the entire earth as wide as the heart. So yeah, what a great message, to stay in the frequency of love and prayer and higher heart energy and send blessings and send love and literally wrap. There is so much darkness coming to the surface. I mean, people are freaking going nuts. They are nuts. They've been nuts. They've done the most heinous things. And it's like, you kind of have like two choices. Like, one, to either fall into a feeling of fear, hate, and disgust towards it all, or stay in the energy of love, the only thing that's going to help anyone, that's going to help the earth, you know? So anyways, just a heads up, you know, as things come to the surface in the future, and it's just like, oh my God, I cannot believe how dark people can be. What we do is we send love. We stay in love, right? Be aroused. That's so funny. But not in the way that we're laughing at. Be aroused, devoted heart. This is the flame. Remember the picture? I don't know if you follow me on Instagram or not at Herb Oracle, but I took the picture of the flaming heart tree that I was talking about, I think Tuesday. And I put it in one of like the picture scrollies. As you scroll to the pictures, you'll see it. But it's like, yeah, be so alive in your heart space. Your heart is aroused. You're awakened. You're on fire in a good way, in a lighted way, in a love way. And have that emanate out from you. In the physical world, myrrh is an unusual plant that only grows on the southern coast of the Arabian Peninsula, now Yemen and Oman, in the form of a small knotted and gnarled tree. But its angelic presence is everywhere. Oh my gosh, I love myrrh. I love it so much. If the trunk is wounded or scratched, a milky substance is released that immediately crystallizes into a golden yellow lump. Myrrh can be burned as an incense and has been used for centuries as an offering in rituals. Once the camel was domesticated around 2000 BC, long caravans began to cross the huge Arabian desert carrying myrrh and other goods such as precious stones and Indian spices to the Israeli and Phoenician ports. Myrrh incense found its way into all the temples, centers of worship, and tombs of antiquity. To Delphi in Greece, or Delphi, the temples of Egypt and Rome, you can find myrrh, and even the Celtic grave of Hochdorf in southern Germany. So anyways, there's a long tradition of burning myrrh to honor all types of rituals, to honor gods. I mean, did you ever smell myrrh? I love the essential oil, but I would take it anyway. I actually have, and it's old, but I don't think that matters. I actually have a little glass bottle that has myrrh, chunks of myrrh, hardened myrrh, and chunks of hardened frankincense. And when I was allowed to take baths, like now, I hardly ever get a bath because of our water and septic situation, but like I would soak myrrh and the frankincense together, a little bit of each, in water and let it get all mushy and infuse the water till it was milky. And so for like a couple of days I'd let it disintegrate in some water, and then I would strain it, put that into my bath. And then usually I would like add more water to it and let it sit for a few more days so I'd get like all the good stuff. But anyways, I was literally infused with myrrh, frankincense and myrrh. Like I was a walking stick of incense. It was in my bones. Like I was literally infused with it after having it in the bath. Like, oh my gosh. I'm not sure if other people appreciated it, but like I loved it. So the dark, bitter scent of myrrh releases us from the everyday world and opens our higher senses to the spiritual realm. Myrrh helps deepen our contact with the unseen and increases our devotion to the divine. In doing so, it also helps us create a bridge between the profane and the spiritual. Okay. Is that what it says? I had to turn the page. The Myrrh angel's mentor is Mercury, who is, of course, also the god of commerce and as well as being the winged messenger between gods and humans. Thus, the history of the incense trade is an excellent example of how human beings can aid a tree angel to fulfill its task with greater scope. So as we trade myrrh and use myrrh, we're helping the tree angel with its task, I guess. So burn some incense, which today is a mixture of different materials. If you can get some incense with myrrh in it or some pure myrrh resin, maybe some sage or sacred tobacco, or light a joss stick. So then in parentheses it says, although cigarettes also burn, they cannot be used since habit and addiction are at odds with devotion. Yeah, isn't that the truth? All right, so let's light some incense today. Burn something sacred. Allow your prayers to rise up with the smoke. Give thanks and blessings. Absolutely. So I already did light a stick of nog. It's just while the tea is on the stove heating up and the gas flame is there, it's just a good time for me to put up my sacred prayers while I have that moment to wait. And I look forward to that every morning. Now, Myrrh also says if we don't cultivate gratitude, we become arrogant and egotistical, proud and self-satisfied. We become anthropocentric, seeing human beings as the crowning achievement of creation, leaving in our wake the extinction of other species. Without the smoky breath of myrrh, we will soon lose our own breath. Whoa. So, dang. Like, we really do need to connect with this energy. Interesting. Because, we really do need to get back to our breath. We need to get back to our sacredness. We need to get back to prayers of thanks and gratitude. We need to understand that we are not the top of the food chain. We need to understand that, it's like all life is important, right? We need to also understand that we need to not just be a physical being, but also a spiritual being. And let our love and prayers rise high and send our blessings to all of creation. Dang, I'm so excited we've got Myrrh here with us, the Myrrh tree angel. Really fantastic. Yeah. And yesterday we manifested more serenity, and we had that calm, happy grin that the lady on the couch had on her face. Remember that? She prepared the space, and she was just so pleased and contented and enjoying the moment. This is a prayer of gratitude that the myrrh is sending out blessings, and that feels good. That feels so good to do. It really does. Oh my gosh. Well, let's just get a couple soul trees real quick. I'm going to put the archangel sigils so you can see how this zigzaggy light smoke is going up. So I'm going to zigzaggy. I'm going to zigzaggy the archangel sigils kind of, so that it would have keep on going upwards. Does that make any sense? Okay, here we go. So let's see here. Let me take a quick break and see what my mom's texting me. All right. She was just texting that it's going to be a gorgeous day to enjoy it. 2 days, it's going to be 77, 78. And then Saturday, bam, 50. Bam, 50 and rain or something. I don't know. I'll have to plan my weekend accordingly. All right. So, Myrrh, I got the Soul Trees out by Allison Williams Yee. Is there anything that you want to specifically bring in today? Something that you want to talk about? Little choppy cards today. I love the gnarled branches of the myrrh tree. That is just so cool. So cool. Myrrh with his hands up. Light out of one hand and then a blossom on the other. And then there's all this like sparkly gold dust at the bottom of him. Really beautiful. Golden, just completely golden and lit up. The ground, the tree, the light. And then in the very backdrop, I got one card here, finally came out. It's like a beautiful lapis lazuli type of thing going on. All right. We've got 6 chakra, third eye. So we'll put that up at the top of the archangel sigils. Now, also on the top that wanted to come off, as I put it down, it was like stuck to my thumb. I'm going to honor that card too. It is intuition. Oh my gosh, you guys. So I want to actually now bring the myrrh down. Let me rearrange here a little bit because I need to put these cards obviously up at the top. You know, put the third eye and into, of course these came out together. I'm going to put the third eye there and then zig back over towards the right as if this is our prayer going up. 6th chakra, that's the third eye, intuition. Now, guess what color these are? Indigo. They match that lapis lazuli sky that I had to tell you about. Perfect. So it's like, you know, we do go into the darkness to bring back the light. We also talked about that on Tuesday, didn't we, with our tarot, with the Hermit card, with the Usnia. You know, we are so encouraged right now by everyone and everything in the higher realms and our non-physical guides and our spiritual helpers to take these opportunities that are being presented right now. Most of us have lives. My life is a lie. Most of us have lives that are being given the opportunity right now to really slow it down. A lot of people are all of a sudden working from home, or they're just not being able to travel or whatever. And it's like, don't let that feeling of unrest distract you. What you're given right now is a golden opportunity to be quiet more, meditate more, be still more, go within more, pray more, love more, bless more, be more grounded, take more opportunities to surround the world with love, you know, with your energy from your heart. Your heart is that big. Your heart is that big that it can cover the whole world in love, with love. So it's like extend yourself out, and through your extension, you become more. Through your extension, you help become more light. Have more light come onto the earth. Have more light be spread through the earth. And the way to do that is through our meditation, through our third eye, through our intuition. You know, this is an amazing invitation. I feel like I like almost wish like we didn't pull any other more cards, because this looks so awesome with the cards snaking and smoking up with the archangel sigils. They look so fantastic. Maybe I'll just take a picture right now. Yeah, I love this so much. So anyways, are you taking advantage of these golden times? And you're like, what? Golden times? What are you talking about? Sadie, you're on your way to the state police. I know. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous that anytime you shine your light, darkness has to scamper and scatter away. It's ridiculous. Does that make me want to shine my light any less? Hell no. That's what I came here to do, is shine my light. You know, that's what I'm here to do. And like, I really do. I don't want to be involved, but I also have to cover my grounds. We did just hang out with Yarrow all last week. You know what I'm saying? And did he not talk about protection enough with me, like, to know that, like, hey, like, there are, of course, energetic ways to protect yourself, but in our physical realm, we have this amazing task force called the police that is here to help and serve. I know that's not always the story that is portrayed, but in my own personal experience, they have always come to my aid if I needed it. And I have nothing but good to say in my own personal experience. And it's like, listen, that's what they're there for. And it's like, hey, you know, I've always, like we talked about Tuesday again, perpetuating the right story, or the story that you want. You know, I will always be available to tell you how beneficial the police have been to me and helpful on many, many levels. And I appreciate those guys and gals, but this is Western Pennsylvania. So when I say I appreciate those guys, I mean everybody. Okay, you guys? All right, I better pull some more cards. The Wisdom of Trees Oracle by Jane Struthers. All right, so let's see. This looks so awesome, Myrrh. I just wanted to, like, sit with you. And he's like, yeah, that's what I want you to do. That's what I want you to do. I want you to sit with me. Absolutely. Whoa, I'm going to do that one. I looked down and the top one hopped. It's so freaking cute. It's Coast Redwood. Yeah, this little guy just hopped. So freaking cute. He's a freaking beast. Coast Redwood. Let's see if I can find it. This is a brown border, which means this is about healing. And there it is. It's about growth. Okay, we probably could have guessed that. So this is about growth from the Coast Redwood. And the picture is like if we were standing right in front of it, looking up, looking up, looking up, looking up. Oh my gosh, like how tall is this thing? 117 meters tall, 385 feet. No wonder my neck hurt. Did you hear that? 385 feet. Like, a tall tree around here is like 100 feet. This is 3 times that. Almost. 4 times almost. 385 feet. 117 meters. Yeah, they're extremely long-lived. They bear female cones, and they're native to California and southern Oregon. The Coast Redwoods. And the Deva comes in today to say, some members of my family are the tallest trees on earth. They are also some of the oldest, having weathered many storms and dangers. Let me show you how to be resilient while remaining connected to both heaven and earth. So that is just absolutely fantastic. Being connected to both heaven and earth, that is exactly what Myrrh wants us to do. That's exactly what we do with our third eye chakra and our intuition. We become the conduits between heaven and earth. And she has a message for us today to have courage. Have the courage to be the person you know yourself to be. Do not be afraid to excel because you are worried about showing how exceptional you really are. Do your very best in both trivial and important matters. So it's like she's saying, don't be afraid to shine. Don't be afraid to be awesome. Don't be afraid to let people know or show. You don't even have to talk yourself up, but just do your best. Show your exceptional work. everything you do. Just do it awesome because you are awesome. Be an example of mastery. So you can be awesome at unconditional loving. You can be awesome at forgiveness. You could be awesome at like I said, loving, caring, being compassionate, being peaceful. You can be awesome at art. You could be awesome and exceptional at dancing or cleaning or fixing things or being kind to animals. So any creative pursuit, any emotional caring pursuit, like just be exceptional. Excel at what you do, and don't worry about showing how good you are. Basically, do not hide your light. You need to shine it full blast. You need to love full blast, right? Now, I'm just going to read the inverse message just because if you're not doing that, she might have something to say here. Life brings many joys, but it can also bring challenges. Yeah. Do your utmost to rise to them and reassure yourself with the knowledge that you have encountered them for a reason and your soul has matured and developed as a result. So anytime you get challenges, just know, hey, this was really good for my soul. I'm more mature now. I've maybe passed a few lessons, right? Sometimes challenges come up again, like again and again, to see if you've changed, to see if you can react differently. Just, you know what I'm saying? Like they're there for your soul. Your higher self, according to the Arcturians, have meticulously planned things for you that are going to expand you and enhance and grow your soul. So it's like, try to see the challenges as opportunities and gifts and lessons that has helped you mature and develop, and has helped your soul mature and develop. So keep rising to them. Keep rising to them. Keep living. Keep loving. Keep going. Keep expanding. Keep ascending. Keep awake. Keep on being love. Keep on keeping on. So anyways, what a cool tree. They have remarkably thick trunks. They're definitely awe-inspiring. The trunks grow so tall and straight, they are invaluable for lumber. This is one of the reasons for their systematic felling when the settlers moved into what had originally been Native American territory. Now the redwoods are protected by law. The Native Americans found that many medicinal uses for the redwood, including drinking infusions of the bark to purify the blood and curing earache when a warm poultice of the young leaves. Like, so the leaves, they would make a warm poultice, get rid of that earache. And yeah, redwood bark infusion to purify the blood is how the Native Americans use this tree. Oh my gosh, you guys, so fantastic. All right, I'm gonna pull out the Celtic one. And so the way I have this is, it looks to me, I'm seeing it like we've smoked up the archangel sigils through the myrrh. This smoky light has smoked up through the archangel sigils into the third eye, into the intuition, and now it's just sort of swooping down like smoke does into the redwood, and now we're going to go back up into our Celtic tree as I'm just stacking boxes and boxes on top of boxes over here. And literally it's going to be like timber. Okay, I'm making a mess, but it's fine. These are my favorite messes. Oracle decks and cards like sprawled everywhere. If you see it like this mess, you know I was having a good time. Okay, so what Celtic tree would like to come in today with myrrh, with the third eye, with the coast redwood, and keep us going. Keep us going into this expansion. Okay, it fell out. Let's see here. It fell out through the center. It is ash. Number 5, Nuin ash. Of course, I don't know if that's how you say that Nuin word. All those Celtic tree Ogham words, like you can't tell how to say any of them. Okay, so I literally have these cards from the bottom edge of my desk to the top edge of my desk. So it'll be interesting to get a picture of this, but this is the way I want it. I mean, if I wasn't committed to leave here, which now that I've told my ex-husband all this, I feel like I have to go do this now. We could just keep on pulling cards like all day long and keep on up and down, up, right? I could pull cards the whole way out into the yard with this kind of layout. Like this could be like a never-ending layout. If you had a ginormous table, like one of those layouts, you're like, yeah, I just keep on adding a card onto this. like it's a 78 card pool, But we got number 5, Nuin ash. And we used to get this one all the time. 2, 4, 6, 7. It has 7 leaves on it. So it's like the tip of like a branch kind of. And when we started working with this deck, we got this card like every other week, I swear. The totems are the world tree, the dolphin, mermaids, undines, water sprites, and the runes. The guides and deities are Odin, the 3 fates, or Myrrh, the muse, and oracle of Delphi. Or is it Delphi? I always said Delphi. But anyways, so isn't that the second oracle of Delphi we heard? So anyways, cool. The ash. Well, what does the ash want to talk about? The microcosm and the macrocosm. The reflections, mirrors, uniting inner and outer worlds, as above, so below. So perfect Celtic tree for this message. Such a defined message today. Meditate, go within, send your prayers of gratitude, be the conduit between heaven and earth, as above, so below, as within, so without. Make sure that you are tweaking your vibrational consonants. Why do you want me to use a big word? Make sure you're tweaking your vibrational stance. Yeah, let's use the little words. Your vibrational atmosphere. You have a personal vibrational atmosphere that you are always emanating out. What type of smoke are you filling it with? What type of vibration are you filling it with? Are you filling it with the smoke of addiction? Or are you filling it with the smoke of devotion? There is a big difference. The ash initiates the 5th lunation of the year. The tree represents the world tree, the one that Norse god Odin hung for 9 days and nights, and then he was rewarded with the runes. So I have my runes upstairs, and I just added 4 crystal skulls to the runes because I just felt like it. So anyways, that's interesting. Surrender and compassion are this tree's message. Surrender and compassion. As it teaches us about receptivity and intuition. So that's why we've got intuition at the top, because everyone here today, the myrrh, the redwood, the ash, the 6th chakra, wants us to learn about intuition, about being receptive, about receiving your ideas, about receiving your insight, your knowledge, your guidance, your energy, your passion, your fuel, your love. You can receive all of that. Ash invites us to dive deep into our own inner wisdom. It is here that we meet the mystery. It is here that we meet the lapis lazuli sky. It is here that we meet the mystery of the third eye. It is here that we meet the mystery. This is the place of enchantment and magic. We have the influence of water and the magic of the water sprites and mermaids. We follow the cycles of the moon. We drift into dreams and visions and reverie. So yesterday, when we were manifesting more serenity, that word came up, reverie, as the lady was sleeping on her face, daydreaming. She was falling into that beautiful place of enjoyment, of reverie. And I think I'm saying it right, because I know I had to look it up and be like, how do you say that word? Reverie. Really just delight, magical delight. So I love that we're ending with a feeling of magical delight. So yeah, the ash tree wants us to connect with our own inner tree. Our own inner tree, which represents your center and connects you with your inner world and the outer world. Here you experience the meaning of the saying, as above, so below. Inside, that's how you'll understand as above, so below. This is a place of great guidance. It links you to universal knowledge and can help you understand yourself. It can help you understand your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions. Now, to access this knowledge, you need to pay attention to your dreams. You need to seek communication with your higher self and with divinity. And you need to follow your intuition and the dictates of your higher heart and mind. So I love that I was already on the higher heart kick right from the get-go. I could totally feel that, And yeah, we follow our intuition and we let our higher heart lead the way. We allow our higher mind, our super consciousness, to be activated. Not the little mind. Now you'll love this because it goes straight up with yesterday and all week. The ash is less about doing and more about being. Yeah, more about being and about noticing. So being and noticing, less about doing. So does that mean you're not going to do anything? No, because guess what? Right now, surprise, surprise, we're going to do our affirmations. Haha, wake up. This affirmation minute is brought to you by our calming herb of the week, lavender. And I dedicate them all to you, my lovelies. I am peace. I give joy a place to live inside of me. I let go of my illusions. I am at peace with my world and myself. I express my happiness. I rest, rejuvenate, and reside in serenity. I am peace. I give joy a place to live inside of me. I let go of my illusions. I am at peace with my world and myself. I express my happiness. I rest, rejuvenate, and reside in serenity. And so it is. All right. I just remembered we needed to do those, and I had to go to the bathroom, and I was like, all right, let's do it. All right, so anyways, but speaking of doing it, Ash is all about doing less things and more about being, right? So yeah, you can't be getting too much done if you're going to make time to meditate and connect with the spiritual realm. I mean, you can still get everything done, but you need to make time to just be like, you know what? I'm not running around crazy in the next 20 minutes. I'm going to sit here and chill. Or I'm just going to quiet my mind so I can observe and notice what's actually going on in my life. So that's another message of Ash. She's saying, pay attention to what is showing up in your life. Your outer world reflects your inner world. If you see things that you are not happy with, begin to make changes. Changes within will reflect in the outer world, and changes without will reflect in the inner world. So you don't have to settle for anything. If you don't like the way things are unfolding, then make changes within and make changes outside of you too. You're allowed to change and do things, and you're allowed to change the way you feel about things. And there's a way to change the way you think about things, right? That's why I keep reminding you pretty much on the daily about the Course in Miracles. If you feel like you've done what you can do for your mental space, and it's like, well, I guess I just always think like this, or I always have repetitive thinking, or I'm always going to react angrily, or I'm never going to forgive. The Course in Miracles is great for changing all that because it helps like reprogram your mind. It's like a reset button. So anyways, you are encouraged to participate in ceremony or like a ritual. So maybe consider seeking spiritual community, or even, lighting some incense, some myrrh, and really doing like a prayer session with yourself. If you are immersed in grief, reach out to your community for help so that you don't drown in your own sorrows. So if you need help, like the redwoods, it's not like a lone tree growing. The ashes don't grow alone. They grow in community. So please access your community, your friends, your family. Reach out for help. You don't need to drown. Know that this will pass. Okay, this will pass too. On the other hand, if you're involved in a project, you might have to put in long hours in seclusion to complete your work. Welcome to my world. You might need to block out the world for some time so that you can get your projects done. So, if so, you may feel lonely, but it is worth it to bring your work to fruition. And I just want to pipe in and say, and when you do get that spiritual connection going, you do not feel lonely. You can have a conversation with your higher self. You can feel your guidance system kicking in. You are never alone. Trust me. You are never, ever, 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 ever alone. Not even when you're in the bathroom. Perhaps it is time to help someone else. This is often a great balm for one's own sadness. So if you feel like you have reached out and nobody can really help you, well then maybe the next thing that you can do to help yourself is to help someone else. Okay? Help someone else. That'll help you feel better. One more thing. Embrace your feminine side and your intuition, your deep sympathetic nature, your empathy, and your ability to feel. Choose healing and spiritual experience over indulgence and escapism. So it's like we really do need to get to the heart of the matter, of the things that matter most. And our own personal inner journey is what will ultimately be the most healing within us. Our spiritual experience is the stuff that we can truly invest in. I know we all love our houses and our cars and our wardrobe and our V-neck dresses that we're going to wear into the forest. But the true things that we can truly invest in, that will truly last forever in eternity, are those that are within. Our spiritual journey, our awakening, our heart-centered truth, our intuition, our expansion, our soul growth. It's time for us to go within, to quit being distracted from the outside world and journey within, with myrrh, with redwood, with ash. And as we journey within, we journey We journey upwards, we journey outwards, we journey in all directions and no direction, right? Like, it is the ultimate experience to go within. All right, well, thank you so much, you guys, for hanging out with me today. I really do appreciate it, and I appreciate your good vibes and your good thoughts and all of that. And I do want you to enjoy this beautiful day. I know I'm going to. I'm going to go get my dirty work done and then go within probably as I'm going outside. I'm going to go outside and then just really try to be in my space, maybe move some rocks around, but maybe like do it in a meditative way, and really let the breeze and the sun clarify me today and purify me and hold me. And oh man, 77 degrees. Whew. All right, so let's finish it off here with an attunement from Ash. I am the stately Ash. I have come to tell you that it is safe to dive into your interior world. Here you can receive guidance, healing, and assurance. If you find that you are not moving forward, try to practice patience and keep your intentions clear. Sometimes you are asked to wait for the perfect alignment between the right moment and what you desire. Check in. Check in. When you create a strong and loving field, you draw to you what it is you desire, because like attracts like. Sometimes restraint is necessary as the universe lines up the building blocks for what you want to manifest. I am here to teach you patience and faith. Sometimes you are asked to mend fences or clean up your act before things can fall into place. Forgiving self and others is important. Try to find the time to help someone else. This is the best medicine for a broken heart. Dang. Well, thank you guys again. And of course that makes me think, like, how did I attract this craziness into my life a little bit? And I know this craziness has been going on for my mom for so long, and she's not doing anything about it. So apparently now it's rolled over onto me, and now I have to clean it up. I don't know. That's one thing, man. Sometimes the mess is just there, and you got to clean it up, and you got to do the right thing. So anyways, you guys, thank you so much. Please check out this awesome layout that we've got going on here with myrrh, with redwood, with ash, with our third eye, sixth chakra, and our intuition. The message was super clear, super inviting. Do your forgiveness work. Be more compassionate. Be loving. Create the field, the presence, the vibration, your personal atmosphere. Make sure you are very clear with your intentions and what you're putting out. And for the love of God and all things holy and good, please check in and go within.